Total Fitness Tuesday, and today's routine, blame it on the boogie. Name the finisher, which we'll get to in due course, and that was designed by Lydia, so you can blame her for that one. Before we get there though, we've got some Tabata rows for you, fast, furious, quick changes, quick bursts. You'll need a kettlebell or two, although to be fair, I think they're more or less based around the same weight for this. You've got swings, pulls, cleans, and rows, which will all be pretty much the same weight. But it's only 20 seconds, remember, with the Tabata, so you want it to be as challenging as you can for that 20 seconds. That's what we're doing with a lot of these. We're doing like the hardest version you can of each of these different exercises. Right, let's get more of it, and I'll go through some more detail with you. Right, okay. Nice and good. tilt, everything you've got for 20 seconds, brief rest for 10 seconds, couple of breaths, then you're back in, you move on to the next one. We've got 12 exercises. We're doing linear to back, so we're just going to go through all 12, back to back. Brief rest, just under a minute, in again, 4 rounds, and then that finishing challenge, okay? So, you need to know your 12 exercises. We're trying to do, on some of them at least, the hardest version. There are a couple of slightly easy ones there, sprinkled in just to allow a little bit of rest. But then some of them we want the extreme, the more extreme version you can do, the better. Okay, so, number 1 is like a bit of a re-warm. Although, you know, nice and intense for 20 seconds, it will get your heart rate up a little bit, and that is high knees. So on your toes, you're driving the knees up, ideally sort of hip height. Okay, drive. Okay, keep that shoulder width stance throughout, just 20 seconds. Number 2, push-ups, your hardest version. If you're still mastering regular press-ups, that might just be regular press-ups then still. I like to get as many as you can in 20 seconds, okay? So, remember the golden rule. Shoulders down. Okay, you've got to get out of this habit. You're going to push up like this, okay, there. Okay, and once you've got that mind muscle connection with that going on, you're going to be much better at them. Maybe you're a stay forward, maybe you do power push-ups with a shoulder tap. Okay, so there, tap, nice and fast, tap. Okay, maybe both hands can just leave the floor. Maybe you can get clap. Or it might be something even more extreme. Okay, single arm push-ups. Some people are massive with those. Okay, so just take a stance, just alternate. Whatever the hardest version of a push-up you can do, I can try and do that for 20 seconds. Okay. Then you've got squats. Bodyweight squats for number 3. Just as many as you can in 20 seconds. Okay, so no weight. Try to focus on depth and quality and speed of squats as well. So engage the glutes, yeah, knees out. Create space for the hips to sit. Okay, just nice, fast, deep reps. As many as you can in 20 seconds. Then we go for, optional again here, some form of handstand. Okay, now whether that's just a high plank, okay, get your shoulders over your fingertips, okay, that's absolutely fine. Get all your partial, you want your feet about hip height, and then push your hips up, so you're creating that stack. So I'm pushing my chest through my arms and my hips in the air, okay, rather than that. Okay, you can see that at home. You can put your feet anywhere at home, you've got some wall space. Maybe put your feet up on a sofa or something. Alternatively, if you can, you've got the confidence to do the full handstand again. 20 seconds, hold it. Okay, and then down. Okay, then you've got jacks again, instead of some easy ones sprinkled in. Just like your warm-up, although perhaps with a little bit more pace. 20 seconds, nice fast jacks. Okay, then it gets hard. We're doing the hardest version of a burpee. So that comes with the jump. So we can do like a straddle pike, or maybe a tuck jump burpee, or a star jump. Okay, just make it as hard as you possibly can. Okay, so down, up, and then all the way out for your star jump. Okay, you're still mastering burpees. They're regular burpees will be fine, because that's going to be intense for you. Okay, your straddle jump for those who can do it. There, up, and you've got to reach for your toes. Okay, straddles out, pikes in, either one, they're both killers. Then you're moving on to lunges, player lunges. Okay, quite simple, you're already out of breath from your burpees. So, hardest version of the lunge. So remember, keep your alignments. You don't want to be in this space here. Always out, level with your shoulders. Okay, drive through the front foot and land. Okay, as many as you can in 20 seconds. Alternatively, good for you. Then you're moving on to kettlebells. And we've got swings. No frills, so hopefully you can go nice and heavy. But there, remember you're going to pull it through the upper thighs, and that's where it stays there. That's the movement you're doing. Look, that's the path that your kettlebell is going to take. There, pull, and then drive through the thigh triangles. Not this. There. Okay, posterior chain. Then, hand cleans. Through there again. This time keeping the kettlebell much closer. It's just a quick pop and a catch. So it's also going to pop clean there. And just catching it there. Pull and catch. Pull and catch. Then, we are nearly there now. Squat thrust to high pull. So this time you're not going to clean, you're not going to catch it. You're just pulling nice and high. There, after that squat thrust. Hands down, hands in. Pull. Okay, no catch on that one. And the last two, staggered row, side one, side six. So just calm down a little bit, you're focusing on the pulling movements. Okay, staggered stance, keep that foot in line, hinge, balance, pull. Same rule, shoulder down to activate the lats correctly, and then to the side. That's it, that's your 12. You're going to hammer them out. Repress. 4 rounds, okay? We'll do your version, okay, of whatever it is. Right. Feel free to scale it to suit.
And I'm thinking, I'm just trying to work out what motivation would be.
Set that time. And then we're good to go. Let's start then. Bring high knees. Right, press up. So high ball. Good morning there, everybody.
Now look at this. Magnet to magnet keeps attracting me. I try to run, but see I'm not that fast. I think it hurts, but surely finish last. Last. 'Cause the Lord is all that's so true. He's all alone. The Lord is all that's so true.
did not launch. But Boogie out, get everything. We have proper jobs. We out on our bikes till the street lights came on. No phones, no tracking apps. Built dead down when we came from the shed. They were rubbish. They were out in 5 minutes. But in our heads, fortresses made. Fucking fortresses. And good long enough, felt like winning the water. Straight down the corner, 10-pace speeding. The 50 customers reeling up the stage round. 3 days and some space raiders. Just being fancy. They had it all. I didn't even realise. We had it all. I didn't even realise.
finishing challenge, blaming on Boogie. No, this is not mine. This was developed by my wife over there, Lydia. This is her fault. So, thanks very much. Thanks for the subscribe. This is her finisher, not me. Take a complaint on here. It sounds quite fun and fluffy, but actually, that disguise is a real tough little challenge here. Now the challenge is try not to drop to your knees or just face plant. It's quite tough. Jackson 5 track plays, yeah? Playing on the boogie. Now, it's a trigger challenge, so the lyric triggers the movement, right? So, your background exercise is a low plank. Every time you hear the lyric sunshine, you go up into a high plank and a quick jack with the legs. Moonlight is a push-up. You can drop to your knees for that without it counting against you. Sunshine and moonlight. Good times is a squat thrust. And then boogie is back to plank. So it should look like this. You're in plank. Sunshine, don't play for the sunshine. Up, quick jab. Moonlight. Good times. Boogie. Okay? Sunshine, up, jab. Moonlight, push up. Good times, squat thrust. Boogie, back to plank. Now those lyrics, they come in succession every time. You haven't got to think of anything different. So every time really, those lyrics start, sunshine, just go through the sequence. It makes it a lot easier, won't it? So, as soon as you hear sunshine, up, jack, push up, squat thrust, back. That's the best way to remember it. Okay. Alright. Everybody at home. Okay. Give it a go. You know the names of this.
She's only really excited.
Right. Are you ready to go then? Playing on the boogie. Playing on the right, okay.
Always dancing. It's